All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. That'll be taken in the end zone. 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. On first down. He's going to dump that out to his running back, Montgomery. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs, but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on second down, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform with a really experience?
And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Flush to his right. Man open left side is down. And he'll be caught out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they're motivated. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Three down. Hey, check. 3 down. I got him on me.
Dobbs is throwing. A screen to Bell. First down and then some. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll run it with Bell, and just a couple yards there down to the 17.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Dobbs now on second down. The hitter here is complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. The touchdown giving them the first-quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week with a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. And now here come the Ravens. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's a first down run with Collins. And they lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't it? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Gone, gone, gone.
On second down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Have a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a fly. out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Here we go. What? 90.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Out of the gun, Dobbs. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's right. Three down. Hey, alert 3.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and makes creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey. We got 3. Three down. Flex round.
On 2nd down, Dobbs. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Let's go. What? 90.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete here. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Room to run inside the 4. And he comes back with one complete. And finally brought down at the 38. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The give is to Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now 14-0. Carlson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. He's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Flacco looking for his first toss. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Hayward able to swap it from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
From the gun, it's Jackson. He finds Crabtree for the completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90!
They pitch it out to Collins. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll try and run for it. Collins. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down, it's Jansen. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were lifting their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Well, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. They come up in an offset eye. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Alex Collins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Bell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Now it's Crowder. A great return there of 22 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
3 down. Ohio! Ohio! Check. Crunch.
They'll go again with Bell. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3 down. Hey, check.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Complete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Crowder now to return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean their magic? Well, that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 42 yards. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On second down, Flacco to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down. They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
After only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding.
Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Crabtree, the target on that one. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38! Motion, 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 motion.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Dobbs. Flushed out right. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Dobbs. Goes underneath for Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Hey, switch.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over. Gun.
Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bud Dupree in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold on to try to keep that momentum going. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Gun! All right, now, look at 56.
From the gun, Jackson. Hard throw, incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Give left side to Collins. And he's going to get the first first down as they bring him down at the 23. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Now they go straight. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Detroit!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And a hit trying it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go!
Now Dobbs. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Ohio! Check. Ohio!
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Flex round! Hey. Come on, let's go! Grand 38!
Back to throw Dobbs. And it's Bryant from Washington. And they work this right upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Dobbs now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Let's go! Grand 38!
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Now Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. And it's no good. That could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. Carlson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 26.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll begin the drive with Collins. Good footwork at the 30. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. First and 10, it's Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So the defense helping them out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Him 7 up to midfield. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. From midfield. Now Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Back to throw. Rolling to his right. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Steelers are close to finishing off this football game. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling.
Here we go.
They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Again, it's Bell. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And the Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Go ahead, let's go, go. 48 tonight. So let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. 25, check 25.
Now a handoff, running left is Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
3 down. Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
Here's Bell. Heck of a broken tackle, and able to work this down near the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Pittsburgh, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get an extra week to think about it, as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will